Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm kind of doing a get ready with me makeup look for the wedding that I'm going to. So it's just this very smoky kind of pink glam look, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so I've already primed with the Farsali oil, so I did with the Skin Blur and the 24 karat gold flake one, and I've already done my eyebrows as well with the NYX eyebrow pencil. So we're gonna get started with foundation. So for foundation, I'm using the Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour Foundation in the shade Sun Beige 310. So I'm gonna put that on the back of my hand first. Just about one pump. I honestly don't use too much. And I like to do it with a brush first. I'm not sure why. And then I like to go in with a beauty blender afterwards just to kind of pick up any excess product. This is my mirror. It's kind of blocking the light. Maybe I should fix that. It's a pretty full coverage foundation, which is really good. And it's not too heavy on the skin either. It feels kind of nice. Also, don't forget about your neck. And then when I'm done with the brush, I like to go with the back of my beauty blender and then kind of pick up anything that's just sitting on the skin and kind of just help it sink into the skin. I think that's good. Okay, so now I'm going to be going in with the Tarte Shape Tape concealer in the shade Light Neutral, which honestly is a bit too light for me, so whatever, but once it blends out, it's fine. And for concealer, especially the Tarte Shape Tape, I like to use my beauty blender just because I feel like it's very full coverage, so I really need something to just pick up any excess product so it's not just sitting there on my skin. Alright, so I think that's pretty blended out for now. So it looks kind of nice so far. I like this look so far. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Contour Cream Contour Palette. And I'm going to use, I think, the middle shade and a bit of this shade as well. And kind of just contour the outer corners of my face, like around the top of my forehead, the jawline, a bit underneath the cheekbone. And yeah, I'm just gonna go with the same brush, mix the two colors, and kind of just place it right underneath the cheekbone like that in circular motions, and then lightly buff it out. Also, I do think this is a little bit ashy for me. So just to kind of balance it out, I like to use the NYX Cream Contour Stick as well, just because it's got a little more of a warmth to it. And then again, the same brush. I'm just going to blend it out, again, like with the circular motions. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with the beauty blender and kind of pick up anything that's just been left on the skin, inside of the nose. And then go in with the Age Rewind by Maybelline. I just brighten up the ear corners a little bit more. Okay, that's better. So I'm going to take the Fit Me setting powder in the shade 25 Medium. I'm going to pick it up with the pointy part of my beauty blender, and I kind of like to tap it into the lid as well, just so I'm not getting too much until I see how much I need. And I'm just going to tap underneath my eye just to set that into place. Okay, so I'm gonna put my beauty blender away and now take a loose powder brush. And again, using that same powder, but just a very, very, very little bit, and just kind of going over the center of my face. And then for where we've contoured, I kind of like to use a bronzer. I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild contouring palette, which I got a long time ago, but I don't know, it just works for me. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of that. Kind of just set where I've already contoured. And yes, now we're all set. So now what we're gonna do, I think I'm gonna go into my blush now. So I'm going to be using the NARS blush with just a little blush brush. And just kind of go on the apples of my cheek and kind of blend outwards. I don't like to go like long strokes, very, very short strokes for blush. Okay, great. So I'm done with blush, and now we're gonna go in with highlight. So I'm using the Huda Beauty 3D highlight palette, and we're gonna use Seychelles and a little bit of Zanzibar, which is like the pink. we're just gonna go in with this and then a little bit of this just to kind of add a little bit of pink. So now that we're done with the face, we're gonna start with the eyes, which I'm actually kind of scared for because I don't know what I'm doing. So the first thing that we're gonna do, regardless of the look, is prime. So I'm going to prime with my MAC paint pot in the shade Laying Low. So I'm gonna start with the Desert Dusk palette by Huda Beauty, and just kind of use a dense blending brush. Pick up the shade Desert Sand actually with my ring finger first and just kind of put it down in the center of my lid, just as like a base color, and brighten up the eyelid. Okay, so we're gonna go in with Musk, and we're gonna go on to our crease just very lightly, starting with the outside and just blending it inward. Again, just very, very light motions back and forth. I like to use circular motions here and there as well. I'm not sure why, just what I do. Alright, so all that's done is just kind of defined where I want my crease to be, and just kind of add like a little bit more depth to the eye. I'm going to just start off with a little bit of the shade Oud, which is right here. It's kind of like a henna color, and I'm going to use a flat edge, which for now is my sunscreen, and using that same dense brush, I'm just going to pack a little bit on and just put this flat edge down and then create a bit of a V. And I'm taking this color a bit above the crease just so that my eyes look a little bit bigger towards the outside. So I'm going to take the MAC blending brush, take a tiny bit of that Oud color again, and just kind of help blend that out a bit more, and also bring it back into the crease. So you can see all it's done so far is just kind of create a bit of depth towards the outside and kind of just open the eye a little bit more. Okay, so I've switched my palette, so now we're going to use the Tarteist Pearl palette, which is a little cracked because I dropped it once. But we're going to be using the color Chic and a little tiny bit of Whimsy, which is like an orangey, more of a rusty color. And I'm just going to take that into my crease and just kind of warm it up a bit. Above my crease a bit, just so that my eyes look a little bit bigger. Or else if you just want to keep it contained to whatever your eye shape is, you can always just stay within the crease, but I like to go a bit above. And honestly, I think that's all I'm going to do for my eyes. We're going to pop a little bit of glitter on the inner half of my eye. So I'm thinking of using a bit of second gold color. So I'm going to use my pinky for that, just because I find that these glitters work a lot better if you use your fingers as opposed to a brush. Still think I want a little bit more, so I'm going to add a bit of Glam and Ethereal from the Tarteist Pro palette and just kind of pop that more towards the very center. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to go underneath, so underneath our lower lash line. So what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to take more of a flat brush and kind of run beneath my eyes. But what you want to do for this is use very, very little product, or else it can end up looking very smoky unless that's what you want. But I just prefer a very simple color underneath my eyes. So we're going to go on with a little bit of that same Whimsy color from the Tarteist palette and a little bit of Maud, which is this beautiful pink right there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on to eyeliner. I'm using the Inglot liner in Jet Black. I'm not going to explain too much about my eyeliner, but if you guys do want to see a video about how I do my eyeliner, please feel free to let me know down in the comments. Alright, so we're done with the eyeliner. I kind of messed it up, but that's fine. So we'll fix that up in a bit. I'm kind of going to go back with the eyeliner again, just because I feel like it's a little too liquidy right now. So once it's dried up, I'll make it a little more intense. I'm going to go in with the Stila Magnificent Metals glitter in the shade Kitten Karma, which is a beautiful like rose gold. And I really love these glitters. They last all day and they don't flake or anything. So I'm kind of just going to pat that into the center of my eyelid. Okay, so the next step that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be curling my eyelashes just to prep for the falsies. So what curling your eyelashes does is it makes it a little more upwards, just like the lashes, so it looks a lot more natural as opposed to seeing like a very distinct difference between the two. And I'm going to take the Telescopic by L'Oreal mascara, just because it just lengthens. Okay, So we're done with mascara, and now I'm going to go in with my falsies. So these are just the Ardell Dummy Wispies. I'm going to apply the lash glue, the Duo lash glue, and I'm going to kind of let them sit for around 30 seconds, just so that the glue becomes a little more tackier and it's a little more easier to apply right away. Alright, so now that the eyelashes are on, I'm going to go into the lips, and then I think we'll be done right after that. I'm going to start lining the outside of my lips. So what I'm going to use for today is the NYX lip liner in the shade Toulouse. Then I'm going to go in with this Bite Cosmetics Glace lip crayon. What I like to do after that is take the liquid matte lipstick by Huda Beauty in the shade Venus and just kind of tap it on the inside, because I feel like the matte kind of keeps the color together and it makes your lips look a little bit bigger. Alright, you guys, so this is the finished look. All I did is I kind of just curled my hair with a 1-inch curling iron from Conair, and I thickened my eyeliner just a bit more because I felt like I needed to do that. And yeah, I'm done. So I'll give you guys a final look of the outfit, and then I'll be off.